working. So
it's starting. It's just starting now. So everybody's getting online. You guys tell us in the chat where you're dialing in from tonight. Thank you so much for meeting all of us online tonight. It's going to be a little bit of a different Zoom because we are going to do almost like a roundtable talk all about Thrive Elite. It's a really exciting time in the company, and I'm just so thrilled to be on tonight with these wonderful leaders, Lindsay Coggin, Kaylee Krug, Missy Kremp, and Cindy DeRosset. Thanks you guys so much for being online today. And so tonight's Zoom is going to be all about Thrive Elite, all about what to tell your teams, what these leaders are doing with their teams, some of the new exciting stuff that corporate is providing around Elite, and then of course the launch that's coming up and the pre-order that just opened up again today. But first thing I wanted to do was just kind of talk about the general feeling and excitement around the pre-order and around the launch. Lindsay, like what are you kind of feeling with all that?
So hey y'all, hello. First of all, this chat is way too quiet for me to like share excitement. So I'm gonna need y'all to tell me how excited you are for Elite, because here's the thing. I don't care if you've been here 10 years or you are a brand new promoter. Y'all, when Thrive 2.0 came out, which is the formula that we are currently all on, right? I was a brand new baby promoter in my first 60 days. Y'all, I'm no longer a brand new baby promoter in my first 60 days. I just hit 5 years, right? But that brand new launch skyrocketed and created the massive organization that all of us on here right now have. And it skyrocketed for me. And here's the thing, you have to be excited. Even if you aren't here necessarily for weight loss, like you gotta be excited for this. We are entering in a brand new industry, basically, a brand new like realm. And if you like, if I literally could just like, ooh, like it is so exciting, and you have to hold on to that excitement and share. It's a proven product line. Our 3-step system is proven. We are a proven company, proven product line, proven compensation, proven leaders, proven CEO, proven corp team. Like y'all, we are as proven as it gets. And the fact that we get the opportunity to now bring a brand new, already proven product line and amplify it. Like, I don't know about y'all, but hold on tight.
Love that. And Linz, I agree with you. And you've been here 5 years. So I have had a free account since August 4th, 2012. And I've been a promoter for 9.2 years. And I've seen the launch of the company with just 2 steps. And there were success stories. I've watched the company when they added the 3rd step, the DFT. So many success stories. Then, like you said, we took it up another level to 2.0. This is what we do with our health. We, we gear up and we do things to help us be a better person. And once we get there, from the inside out, we turn it up a notch. And Jason and Paul have done just that with Thrive Elite. So now we have our 3 simple steps, which has helped so many people, millions and millions and millions of people, millions of stories. And we're going to take it to the next level with Thrive Elite. I love the marketing material with Thrive Elite. And if you go and look at the website, enhanced weight management, formulated to metabolize fat, designed to block fat absorption, cognitive support for performance, healthy joint function. It goes on and on and on. Le-Vel doesn't put things in their marketing material unless they are sure that it is going to do what the front of the box says it's going to do. So Liz and everybody on the Zoom, also comment, how long have you been thriving? What have you experienced? And then what are you excited about?
I love this so much, Missy. I'm right there with you. July of 2013, got to see us really just hit the market with just 2 items. And then I'll give you guys a number. When we launched our DFT, the company grew by 4,600%.
Yeah.
Right. That's a number that I can go back and in my notes from 2013. And that was just 10 months after opening doors. So, seeing what we have done in the last 10 years here at Le-Vel, the 10 million customers that we have, the promoters that we have, and the millions, even more, of pounds lost just on our Thrive experience, just those 3 steps, the before and afters. And I know that those are hitting social media, just the before and afters that we have been adding to our Facebook pages and our stories and things like that. We are going through just boom, boom, boom. And to be honest with you, anytime that I do a local event, I love to have those before and after pictures, because it's visual proof that the Thrive experience works. Well, that was before we even touched on anything having to do with weight loss. And, a lot of times what I tell people when they're saying, well, why is, oh, I hear you guys are a weight loss company. Actually, no, we're not. I said, but because we have such premium grade product, a premium grade product, and we're getting to the root issues of people's challenges, whether they're, have digestive issues or inflammation or things like that. It's getting to root issues that then help people sleep better, and it helps them with, again, their digestion. It helps with inflammation. It helps with they're elevating their mood and reducing stress, and just all over, head to toe, getting the body working right. Well, we have had such amazing results just with that. Here now we're entering in, and I feel like, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like we are opening the doors to a brand new company, having a weight loss edition, having the Thrive experience, our 3 steps. We have had such an incredible, documented, proven, and unbeatable, unduplicatable results in this entire industry. And the results that we have had, what in the heck is going to happen now? So I'm going to pass it to you, Kaylee.
Hi, guys. Okay, so I'm super pumped because I have been here same amount of time as Lindsay, 5 years, and I was around with that first Thrive 2.0 launch. So I am pumped. I know what something like this is going to do. And let's be real, all the results we already have now with Elite, they're going to go to a whole nother level. So I'm so excited because for me, really quickly, I've never had a real before and after. It's been like an internal change. So last year during Ultimate Thriver was when I really took it seriously. And I'm just so excited to do this alongside all of you and my customers, because people love doing things together. They get to feel that community, and that's what they're going to get with this. So I'm pumped. Make sure you're sharing all of your excitement, because people are going to want to be a part of this.
Well, I love that you brought up the Ultimate Thriver, Kaylee, just because, and I do remember you and your husband as well, right? You guys both did it last year, and you guys both had a really significant transformation, and I'm just glad you brought that up, because I think Ultimate Thriver this year, we're going to see some incredible transformations that we've never ever seen before, because we're adding in this weight loss aspect to the products that people are going to be using. And I think it's just going to be such an exciting time. And also the company is offering the largest prizes that we've ever offered. So $250,000 is going to be up for grabs. So that's so interesting. Who on this call, who signed up for Ultimate Thriver, or who is planning to do Ultimate Thriver? You guys let me know in the comments, everybody, who's going to do Ultimate Thriver. And I think it's also such a huge time to get new people on board. And that's a big focus for us with Ultimate Thriver this year. Is we always have a lot of Thrivers doing it, but I feel like this is a hidden gem, how much, if you really commit to the competition over the 12 weeks, and you're really committing to your nutrition, you're committing to your health, and working out and doing all of these things, you can see incredible, we always look at the judging and everything, and it's incredible what you see happen over that period of time. But I feel this year the results are going to be even more incredible. Missy, from your perspective, as a trainer, somebody who works in that space, what are your thoughts about Ultimate Thriver this year with Elite?
Well, it's so funny because years ago, I ran these big loser groups at our gym. A couple of years ago, I added the Thrive experience. So 3 of my participants used Thrive, 3 did not. And the 3 that used the Thrive experience, along with what we were doing the 8-week big loser, we called it championship, they lost much more body fat. They felt much better for the duration. They didn't feel like they were like, you know how it is, you feel like you're giving up something when you're during those 12 weeks, but when you're thriving, you're feeling good. You know, when you're thriving, you're sleeping better. And when you're sleeping better, your cortisol levels are balanced out. And when your cortisol levels are balanced out, your body is going to be able to burn fat better. It's going to resist stress better. There's just so many things that the Thrive experience will help to enhance our other goals. So, you know, when we started the Ultimate Thriver last year, we in our customer group, we have like a tracker, and it's not just about the Thrive experience. Yes, we wake up and thrive, but what I love about it is I always say that Thrive doesn't replace healthy habits, it enhances them. And then with the Thrive Elite, we're also going to get those additional benefits from the fat burners, the metabolic burners. So it enhances our healthy habits, meaning sleep, nutrition. And I think, Liz, I had asked you, we are going to have a nutrition plan or suggestions similar to Detox with Thrive Elite, which I'm super excited about. We have water intake, things like that are so important. And I love that we put a period of time on it. We have a beginning and an end. And just like I think Lynn said it, we have accountability through the promoters, through support, through our customers. We are going to lock arms with all of them, because that is the most important key to success. When you have a goal that seems very hard, you know, 1 day is great, 2 days okay, 3 days, 4 days, it gets tough after those first few days in the week. But when you're doing it with others, that's the coolest thing. This week of the year is my favorite time of the year as a trainer, because everybody is looking for something. Everybody. So those of us that pre-ordered the product that I think some of us looked and ours started shipping today. Now we have a second round of orders that can be put in right now. And that is so cool. So we're all going to start our Thrive Elite, and it is really up to us. This is my chance to get excited again. This is my chance to relaunch my health journey. This is my chance to show people that the Thrive experience is a great addition to what we are already doing. And then once you start seeing results, if we can stick with it, if we can stay committed, within a few weeks, people are going to see and notice the changes in us, whatever it might be. And we're going to see this wave of reorders. Like Cindy said, back in the day, you see these waves of orders come and go because they are watching us. So it's very important that we are the first with our feet out of the gate, jumping in with all in. We are all in.
I love that. I love that, Missy. And it kind of leads into our next. Oh, sorry, Cindy, did you want to add to that? Did you have something to say? Go for it.
Yes, I add something that you said to me and to the rest of us in Scottsdale is that we actually want to stop our plus line items that we're taking right now. And
so I do have to say, so it's not, so it's something that I that's more like a Liz personal recommendation. Like, okay. instead of because I will say, like, when you first start, my personal experience with Elite is when I first started taking Elite, I personally found that taking my balance at night was not necessary. So so I would just say, as you're starting something new, just keep in mind, like when you first started the Thrive experience, you probably just started your 3 steps and then you added plus into it. So yeah, so I'll just say, keep that in mind. It's not like a Lavelle. That's not a Lavelle company. Like, that's not, everybody's not on that same page. But for me personally, that was my personal experience, that like, I kind of looked at it like I was starting the Thrive experience all over again.
I think that is an important thing, because a lot of us, even promoters, we've been here for a while and we have added, items in, and we have to really look at this as we are almost like the test, the testers of this for our customers. Mm-hmm. And so the way that I look at it is when, like, for instance, when Missy and I first started, we only had the first 2 steps. Then we added the 3rd step, the DFT. We didn't have balance for a good 6 months or so like the beginning of 2014, we didn't even have balance. So starting the Thrive experience, I like to, even right now with people, a brand new person, I start with only those 3 steps and nothing else that might impede or enhance any of the other features of the 3 steps. So I think that I'm glad that you brought it up to say that it was your personal preference. It's it would be mine too. And it makes complete sense. It's not like a law or rule from Lavelle, but it does make complete sense to get people started just with 3 steps on Elite so that they can see for themselves what it is that this is going to do. And if they feel like adding something later, it's no different than any other plus line that we decide to add.
Yeah, exactly. But so for me, I also use the Move Pro, and like I use that even through Elite. Like I personally feel, but there's certain plus products that I think that also kind of tie into like the weight management focus that like you might want to, add them like as you go along. That's just my
But here's the thing with that, with no matter what you're taking, you have to know your body. So, and this is where like the former nurse lens comes in. And here's the thing, you have to know your body. And if somebody, like for me, if I'm being completely honest, I will not go a night without my gut duo. Okay. That's what I call it. So, and if if you follow me on Insta, then every night my gut duo. So it's one of those things where you have to know your body and listen to your body. And that's what I tell my customers. And I'm sure that's what everybody tells their customers is that's the beauty of our products is it's customizable to you. So it's knowing your sensitivities and your body and knowing that you're trying something new is always key when adding anything in, whether it be the plus line or not. You just have to listen to your body and know that anytime you add anything new to your routine, something's going to change a little bit, and just be mindful of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. And I think that's really the key, Lindsay. And so now that we're kind of getting into this and we're kind of getting into how, and some people have already asked questions about classic experience versus Elite experience. And I kind of like to get from you guys, and I know Lindsay, you have something to, have a lot to add here. Like, how are you talking to your customers about Elite, and how are you talking to new people that you're talking to? How are you talking to existing customers? And like, kind of like how are you starting those conversations? Like, what are you saying and what are you talking about?
Yeah. So for me personally, this is where, so the existing side of it, right? It's 2 separate sides, your new and your existing. So I'll touch on that existing side first. So your existing customers, this is where that customer service comes into play, and knowing why your customers are using our products. If you have somebody that is on these products because all they want is energy or mood stability or mental clarity, well, I can't wait for Elite, right? But this postpartum mama cannot wait for Elite. But my customer who's about this big, like soaking wet, I'm not going to message her and say, hey, did you hear we have a new weight? She's going to be like, do you even know who I am? Like, yes, I know who you are. Okay. Like you have to know that customer service aspect of it and know your customers. And that's why, like, for me, just a little like training tidbit for y'all, if for conversations, my biggest thing is no matter how the conversation goes, is I ask every single person, what goals, what results are you looking for? I don't start any conversation about products until I know what their goals and results like that, what they want to see. The reason being is because I am not going to offer somebody who wants energy or to gain weight, because hey, the beauty of our products is they're for everybody. So for me, I'm not going to message those people and I'm not going to have weight loss next to their name. I actually have a customer retention notebook, and all of my customers that order monthly from me, I actually put next to their name in my notebook why they're using these products. And it helps me for when I'm sending like monthly gifts, or if I'm sending customer retention things, right? Which this is not a customer retention Zoom, so I won't get too far into that, but customer retention things, right? So for me, when I heard about Elite and I knew it was coming out and it was for weight loss, the first thing I did was start the conversation with every single one of my customers that are here for weight loss. Y'all, when pre-orders launched, I was sitting at my computer. Well, we were all sitting at our computers for a very long time, but thank you, Lavelle, for getting that like done and bam. But I was sitting at my computer entering order after order after order after order after order, because all of my customers, they trust me because they know that I care about what they're looking for. I had some of my existing customers reach out to me and say, do you think I need Elite? And I was honest with them. I said, you don't want weight loss unless you changed your mind and you want weight loss. And they're like, oh, no, I don't want to lose weight. Then I honestly said, no, you don't need Elite. Let's keep your current system. Don't look at your existing customers or any customers as sales or numbers or volumes or whatever you want to look at it. Okay. Just don't. Look at them for what they want out of this and offer that and offer options. And if you know that your customer is in this for weight loss, start the conversation with them. I know my downline and many downlines have customer groups. I started the conversation in my customer group as the 200K, offering to help anybody who needed customization with whatever goals they had, exactly where they are. If they told me their goals, I would have a conversation and help them. I offered information about Elite in there. So leaders, if you guys have not already, my biggest tip is start the conversation for your downline in your customer groups. I went live and I talked about it after Jason's, that last call that we were on with Jason, and he gave all that information. I went live and I reiterated that in my customer group for them. Huge for existing customers. You have an entire page that's already with all of your team's existing customers. Start the conversation. And then on the new customer side, for me, I personally just had amazing results with our classic. I use 3-Step Ultra and Gut Duo every single night, Biotic and Balance. I kind of just labeled it Gut Duo. Sorry, Lavelle. I know it's not the real name. Sorry. Biotic and Balance. I need to get better at that. But for me, I have been using that. I gave birth literally while they were in Tampa here. My water broke at the local. It's fine. But it's me. So I have lost as of this morning, 66 pounds since July 23rd, right? I started taking care and healing my gut. This was a healing journey for me, not necessarily a weight loss journey, and healing my gut using our classic Thrive. Okay. So for me, I'm sharing my personal before and afters and saying, if I did this with our current system, what do you think I'm going to do with the Elite system? But I'm also being realistic and honest and not saying I'm going to lose another 66 pounds because I'll never be this big. It's just not my bone structure, but let's be real, that's not real healthy. So I definitely don't need to lose that much weight. But the fact that I was able to do that and work on my gut health with our classic is something that's opening the conversation that now we have something that's actually geared towards in all 3 steps, the weight loss, the gut health, the inflammation in your body. When you're talking about that healing process with your gut and all the things that your gut is home to, and here comes Nurse Lynn, sorry y'all, is home to, you start to really open up people's eyes. And I personally work my business on social media. So for me, it's just talking in my stories and how I word things in my captions and really making sure that I share, this is a amplified, supercharged, as Jason said, 3-step system. It has all the things that our existing 3 steps have, and that I have been able to do this with. And maybe you haven't had weight loss, but y'all, you could share my before and afters. This is me giving all 511 of y'all, go ahead and share my before and afters. I do not care. If you don't have before and afters, you're not using this for weight loss, you want to start the conversation. Hi, Lynn's Coggin. Go ahead and share my before and afters. All right. Because that was with our classic, and just wait and see what we do with the Elite in the Coggin household. All right. We're going to win Ultimate Fiber. Just saying.
Excuse me.
Just saying.
I love how you were saying that you're on a gut health journey, and I think that anybody who also is really paying attention to their gut health, definitely the Elite experience that is a huge focus of Elite. And with the formulation of it, it's also something that has been, as Lindsay was saying, nothing's been taken away from the Thrive experience. We've only added to and enhanced. And I would definitely say that if you love, Biotic, and you love Balance, and you love Restore, and you love all of the kind of digestive focused products right now, you're gonna love Elite. It's gonna be get your gut health on point even more. So, but I did want to talk about how how you're telling your team to prepare. So Lindsay kind of touched on it and gave you guys some tips about talking in the customer groups. Kaylee, how are you training your team to get ready for this big launch?
I mean, biggest thing is talking about it. If your mouth is shut, your business is shut. If you are not talking about it, people are not going to know. I promise you, every single person is not going to see your stuff. And that's one reason why I love our customer group so much, because I can touch base with people that are not seeing my posts, are not seeing my stories, not seeing me talk about it every day, right? You may think that you're being annoying by talking about it, but I promise you, you are not. And if you're annoying somebody, who cares? Who cares, right? It is something that you are doing a disservice if you are not sharing it, because there are people who need this, who want this, and I promise you, you're going to end up reaching out to those people. Those people are going to end up coming to you. So make sure that you're approachable. As far as a team, I mean, we have people that are newer. We're helping just give content. Lynn's talked about sharing her before and after, right? Share other people's before and afters if you don't have one, because not everybody. I actually had somebody who was like, yeah, well, I don't look like you, but I look like that person, and she ended up ordering. You have to make sure that you are sharing different before and afters. For me, with Elite, even though I don't necessarily have to, lose weight, I'm so excited about it because I get to try it too. I would never suggest something that I haven't tried myself. And my people following me, my people watching, my customers, they all know that. I would never have them try something I haven't tried first myself. So I am so excited to do this alongside with them. And honestly, the biggest thing is just making sure you're getting out there, because I promise you that there are people that really, really want and need this, and this could potentially change everything. So make sure that you are, sharing about it. There's something super exciting that we're going to be talking about at the end, and it's going to help you get the word out even more.
I want to add to something that you said, sorry, is you talked about using people's stories, and you might not look like her, but your customer might. If you have a customer page, and I know this is something that, again, that a lot of people have. And if you aren't in yours, reach up to your 200K and ask to be added into theirs. Because if you keep reaching, you're going to find one. All right. You will. There are testimonies, there are stories, and the Lavelle page. There are customer testimonies, promoter stories, and testimonies. Tag your customers, tag your people in there, get them their free account, add them into your customer page, and start tagging them in people's stories. Or go to the Lavelle page, go to the Lavelle Instagram and start tagging them in people's stories and say, hey, or send it to them and say, hey, I know that this is something that's important to you. Read this story real quick. Simple. Share other people's stories, and it's going to work for you in the long run.
Yeah, one of the things too that has been working really well is we like to use a hashtag called Follow My Journey, and that has been helpful in not assuming that somebody wants to order weight loss, because I don't want to assume that somebody wants to order a weight loss kit, because they might be very happy with the way that they are. And they might have never mentioned to me that they were interested in weight loss. So we've been using Follow My Journey, and that has helped a lot, because if I have somebody that is, and I actually saw somebody in the comments, Tabitha, you said that I feel like I'm annoying my friends and my family by reaching out to them. And, what I've learned in 30 years of doing this is that for one person that you might annoy, there's 10 people that are watching you that have been praying for something like this for a really long time. And so chances are people, really are not annoyed. Think about the people that, reach out to you about their, other business that they have. And we love to support other mamas in their businesses and things like that. So, never think that you're annoying anybody, and if you do feel like you are, then maybe start using your own journey, Follow My Journey, and do your before and afters, and learn how to put yourself in your stories, and take a picture of your 3 steps in the morning. And we have a challenge of posting your capsules every day in your story. for the next 30 days, post your capsules in your story for the next 30 days. And people start to say, okay, what is this? After like the 4th day, it starts to catch on with people. And so they're following your journey. You're not going at them. So that might be something that, really maybe start to learn about your own stories. And that might just be one picture that you're adding every single day. So, going back to Liz, what you were asking about how we are talking with our teams. I love the email that Lavelle has put out for what's coming next. So I'm going to toss it back to you on that.
Okay, yeah. So a lot of people, they don't know how to kind of introduce the idea of Elite or how to get people together and start talking about this. And we really had a culture of events when we started doing the Thrive Experience. When we started the Thrive Experience, we had a big culture of events, and people would do these Thrive After 5 or Thrive Live or wellness events. And what we're focusing on in this, with this new launch and this new year and all of the new products that people are going to be able to try is this Thrive Elite launch party. So the idea is that anybody can have a Thrive Elite launch party. And I know, Missy, like you were saying, you guys in your groups, like every Monday, like that you have like a launch for people who are new starting the products. So the idea is that anybody can have a Thrive Elite launch party. And it's a smaller event that you have like in your home with just a couple friends, like a smaller event. Doesn't have to be like at a restaurant, doesn't have to be at a rental space. It's just something small that you can do, that everybody can do out of their own homes. And corporate is providing you with customizable invitations. If you've been watching Facebook, you probably already saw some of the Facebook graphics that you guys can create Facebook events. You can share the graphics in a DM. You can share the graphics in a text. And then we also have basically all of these, we have a guide and everything in Cloud Office that's going to be available to you guys to host your own Thrive Elite launch party. And the idea is that we're all part of this new launch, and it's almost like the company is starting all over again, right? Except we have 10 years of incredible stories and incredible history. And it's but it's like we all get to be part of this, and like we all get to be part of this exciting launch together. So so corporate is providing all of the things that you would need to get your party off the ground. And then what we're asking our 200Ks and our 80Ks is to show you how it's done. So so we at Corporate Lavelle, we're challenging 200Ks and 80Ks to jump on a Zoom with their teams and run through a Thrive Elite launch party live and show you guys how to do it. I will say we put together the plan for this with Blair Critch helped us because she's kind of like the queen of events. She does a lot of events. And we worked with Blair, and she helped us put together this plan, and then just based on other things that we see you guys doing. I think it's just going to be a great time for people to come together and celebrate like the launch of this product, and also get people to start the Elite experience. So I know, Cindy, like you've done live events before. I know, Missy, like you were there when we were starting to do this. I know Lindsay doesn't do a lot of events because the last one she went to, she had a baby almost at the event. So Lindsay, just be careful if you invite her. She may give birth at your event. But that's exciting. It was the launch of her baby at the event, so that was awesome. But
the Coggins are done. Let it be known here, the Coggins are done. You can invite me to all the events now.
But I'd love to hear from you guys, your thoughts about, kind of doing these smaller events and giving the tools to people who maybe like haven't done events in the past.
Well, I love.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Okay.
No. Go ahead.
I personally love events because, one, that there is nothing like being in a room, right? And feeling that energy. And I feel like, okay, yes, on live, people, that's probably the closest thing to being in a room, like for people to see your face. It's way better than just a message. But being in a room with people is so different because they get to know you're a real person. They get to see you. They get to hear your passion. And let's be real, guys, stories are the key to this, right? People can feel the difference if you're just trying to make a sale or if you are truly trying to listen to them and help them. And small rooms, I mean, the community part is literally my favorite thing. And those stories being shared in a room full of people, even if it's one person, guys, my first event I ever did, one person showed up. But you know what? That one person had my full undivided attention, and we got to get personal and we got to talk, and I got to really get to know that person. And they ended up being a promoter and running with this. So don't be scared. Start with a small little get together in your living room. It doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to be, I used to think, oh my God, I got to have snacks and I've got to have my house perfect. People don't want perfect. People want to know you're a real human. You're a mom just like them, that, this is what we're sharing, the real, the raw. Thrive to get us out of bed every morning. I'm telling you, the stories, please just have, a few people, even if it's just the 3 people, right? 2 people share their stories. I promise you that your whole business will change. We got into the habit of doing events every week online, and that was during COVID when that started. And you know what? We kept rolling with those, and we just kept going. And that is what took our business to the next level. We went 200K that year, and that was during a pandemic while people were at home. So I'm telling you, share your stories. People want to know. People always don't want to just see before and afters. They want to hear how it's changed your life. So, I mean, between the lives, between going live and hearing your voice, between hearing somebody else's story, because let's be real, you're not going to be able to relate to every person, and people aren't going to be able to relate maybe to your story or to Lindsay's story or Cindy's or Missy's. But I promise you that if you continue sharing different stories, utilize what we already have, the Lavelle fan page. Go on, have in different people speak on lives, or have somebody, if you're doing a live event in your living room, have somebody on Zoom being able to talk. It doesn't have to be if you don't have a local team, it doesn't have to be a local team. You can have somebody on Zoom. That's the beauty of this business and the beauty of social media and this Zoom right here. So.
No, absolutely. And while we love the in-person events the most, we think they're the most impactful because when people can, you can really feel that energy. You can do Zoom events as well and live events. And we're going to have a registration page. If you guys remember 1,000 events from last year, we have a registration page, and we're going to be giving out prizes to people when they're having events, including 2 premier tickets to Thrive Palooza. So that's something too that we'll be doing to kind of incentivize everybody to do the events. But the idea is just that it's like we're launching these products. It's like we're launching this company all over again. And we can all be part of it, and also help our family and friends be part of it. And I saw somebody who said I wish I was here in the beginning. It's guess what? You are. This is the beginning of something completely different that we've never done before. So. Missy, Cindy, did you guys want to jump in?
Go ahead, Missy.
Cindy. Go ahead.
Well, events are my jam. Big, small, I love them. And I could do a whole, segment on, and I know Missy, you can too. And Kaylee, it sounds like you can, just on events alone. I can tell you that one of my, the big events that we put on at hotels, in a conference room, those are incredible. I love that. And, from start to finish, and the music and everything like that, the energy is unbelievable, Liz, like you said. But I also love the little ones in the living room. And one of my favorites to do is a Rise and Thrive, because you get somebody in your house, in your kitchen, and the kids could be watching CoComelon, and you guys are gabbing in the kitchen like you would anyway.
Making shakes.
Exactly. And so I love a Rise and Thrive. It is unbelievably fun. But it's real, it's just, it's actually having people in front of you doing a sample. It really is exactly that. And you get to kind of gear and make sure they're taking it correctly. They're not getting distracted and busy with laundry and, you know, phone calls and things like that. They're right there with you. But it's such an impactful thing to do a Rise and Thrive, or, you know, even a Thrive After 5 or an event, a living room event. But I got to tell you, my favorite is a Rise and Thrive. It's calling anybody within an hour, or I'm sorry, a mile radius of your house. Be to my house tomorrow, empty tummy. You've been hearing about how amazing I feel. I want you to feel it for yourself. Be to my house tomorrow on an empty tummy, water only, 8 a.m. or after you drop off the kids at school or whatever it is. Be to my house, and you're going to see it for yourself. And you lay out those 3 steps, and you get the capsules in their body, and they start and look at here's what happens. They start looking at each other, and they're going, are you feeling it? And they're going, you know what? I wasn't going to say anything, but as a matter of fact, I am. I don't know what this is. I can't put my finger on it. I just feel alert. I feel really good. That does not happen if somebody is by themselves at home without you and without the energy of another person validating. They're validating each other. This is the fan page come to life, a 3-way call come to life, a sample come to life. I mean, it is all of it wrapped up into one, but on HD, because the energy of other people together is huge. So imagine doing that with our 3 steps, and now we're doing it with Elite. Forget about it. It's going to be so huge. I love it. I'm going to be training on Rise and Thrives, but I can't wait to do them with Elite. So this is going to be so much fun.
That's great.
I love that. Yeah, and I think anybody who's on this Zoom tonight, like, you can feel the energy, like, between all of the panelists and myself tonight, like, and this is the kind of thing that you get when you put people together, right? So we've really hit, like, most of the things that we wanted to hit, but I did want to talk a little bit about pre-order. If you don't know, if you've been living under a rock today, we opened up pre-order again. It's going to be a limited time, and then the launch you should be expecting the launch to happen in the next few weeks, weeks. So I'm not going to spill the tea on that because I want to still work at LaVelle. But I would say, like, you guys should be building and really getting ready, like, for the launch, because the launch is imminent. That's a word I could use, right? Imminent. So, but I would say, like, everybody keep getting ready. We're going to have pre-order open for a short period of time, just based on inventory. But then after that, I would just say, like, start circling the wagons, for the launch, and make sure that you are ready, because this is coming. It's going to be big. It's a huge opportunity for anybody who's in the company and people who are not in the company. Right now, it's just such a big, exciting thing that's happening. And I love, like, the chat right now. People are getting together to do events together. I love that, you guys. Keep it up. But and then anybody who's curious about, like, how to do the event, we have a guide we're putting in Cloud Office. Like, there will be a guide that kind of spells it out for you. If you don't have people to do stories, again, Zoom people in, or we also have specific videos, like, that we've called out from the YouTube page that are like testimonials that you could use. So, like, let's say, so I don't have kids, I'm not a mom, but if I had somebody who was in my home who I know is, like, a tired mom and, like, really needs this product, or, has been trying to lose baby weight for, like, 1.5 years or 2 years and is struggling with that, then, like, I knew that I could connect her with a specific story, like, from YouTube or from Facebook, that would really speak to her and, put the product kind of into, like, full color for her. But I wanted to kind of wrap up with you guys. If you have any parting thoughts about Elite, about getting teams ready, about Ultimate Thrive, or any of the things that we talked about, I'm just going to let you guys go ahead and jump in with your parting thoughts tonight.
Yeah. So for me, the one thing that I'm short and sweet, and I'll pass it off to y'all, is that I want to leave you guys with is use your voice, talk about it. The best, so from a social media standpoint, just again, because that's kind of my jam, is use your voice and don't be afraid to get in your stories and talk, or do the Facebook lives or the Instagram lives or the reels. And my biggest tip to y'all is create a dang highlight around Elite. And if you need support on how to do that and you don't know what to say about it, you are welcome to watch mine. Like, y'all, highlights and stuff like that around your social media, they are helpful. They work for you as you continue to talk about Elite throughout your journey with it. And pre-orders from the 8th have already shipped. I'm just gonna say that mine has started, like they've already started shipping. Mine has shipped, our families has shipped, and it was expedited. All right, y'all, like, can we just take a second to just say how amazing our company is? That not only are they shipping ahead of schedule, but fast shipping, okay, quick shipping, which we can all just thank you, Lavelle. Thank you, Jason, Paul, everybody behind the scenes. You guys do not go unnoticed. And I'm just going to take a second to say thank you guys for everything you have done through this launch. But y'all, use your voice. You are your best marketing tool. Use your voice, use your voice, use your voice. So take it away, y'all.
Yeah, back in the day, Paul Gravett told me, he said, you know, weight loss products don't work because people stop taking them if they don't succeed. And he's like, if you're not doing what you need to be doing, a product won't work. Well, people were thriving. I had people that were eating like crap and they were still having success on the product. So let's not be one of those. Let's be taking the Thrive experience, but we are part of a health and wellness company. And you don't have to live a perfect life. You don't have to be a beast in the gym. You don't have to eat perfectly, but we do want to be the face. We are the face of Lavelle. And so while we're out there, we can do what we can to encourage and inspire others, and they will follow you. If they see that you're on a journey, like I was talking to my 80K promoter today, Wendy, and she's like, even though I hate taking the before and after pictures, it's good for me. And when I post it on there and a few weeks later, I post the next one, you really see the transformations. So getting out of our comfort zone and really staying true to our goals with Thrive Elite, and not just selling a product, but selling the hope and lifestyle and health and wellness. It goes so much deeper than, the commissions on Tuesdays. Like, the rewards are beyond. I have people come to me every day and like, I feel better, I sleep better, my gut's better. And like, those things just make my day. But if we can help the world to, body fat, excess body fat is dangerous. It's not good for us. It's not healthy. And so I'm thrilled that the best in the industry have created a product that is going to help us move the needle in the health and wellness space. And now we can say we are part of a weight management, weight loss industry.
Well, I love that. And, how I want to close this out with you guys is to remind you that you're being given a gift right now, because this is New Year's resolution time. This is something where this is the number one New Year's resolution is weight loss. And so you are given not from the number one company with the number one system in the world. You've just been given the number one system in the world, weight loss edition. You've just been given the elite of something that's already the top shelf. So we have a gift. Don't sleep on the gift that is here for you. This is a window of opportunity this week, because people are making their New Year's resolutions. They're sick and tired. They're sick and tired of what they ate on this last weekend, or what they ate from Halloween to what's going to go on this next weekend, right? And most people gain 7 to 11 pounds on average during that period of time. So this is a gift for you, and don't sleep on it. This is something that you want to be reaching out to people. Make a group, with your friends. Hey, an accountability kind of group. Maybe you're going to be, you might not be a trainer, you might not be a nutritionist, but you got Pinterest. You could go and pull some things and create a group with some of your friends. And maybe you guys are going to start walking together. And maybe there's going to be some people, like Missy said, where some of them are using Thrive and some of them are not. And some of the ones that are using Thrive are having faster results. And then the ones that are Thrive, they're going to say, what are you guys doing? You know what I mean? So hop on this, do a group and gather some people with accountability, and watch this go. This is going to be something that you don't want to let, pass by you. This is a window of opportunity of a product that is going to change people's lives. And it's going to, I always say, and a lot of us always say this too, is I take Thrive for my health and wellness, but I promote it for yours. And so this is your opportunity to help people, not just with their health and wellness, but with their goals in a way bigger way than the last 10 years that we have had success with weight loss. Now we're taking it next level. So I'm going to toss it to you, Kaylee.
Well, I just want to end this by saying, you know, guys, you're in the right place at the right time. And, you know, right now, what you do coming into the new year is going to pay off. And make sure you're sharing all aspects. I know this is like based on Elite, but make sure that you are sharing all the things. We have something everybody wants and needs, okay? We have the product. We have the opportunity. We have the community. We have the traveling. I mean, we have something for everybody. You know, the products are customizable. It's nutrition, right? And it is this lifestyle that for me, I don't think I ever would have gotten into personally. I am not one that had ever cared about my health. I was the worst, you know, and this is something that it's easy, it's simple, and anybody can do it. And there is something, whether they are wanting weight loss, not wanting weight loss, whether they are wanting, you know, maybe they just want some friends. Maybe they want to make some extra money coming into the new year. Make sure you're talking about all the things, because, you know, we say talk about, you know, Elite so that people know. Well, guess what? Talk about the other things too, because I promise you, coming into the new year, people are going to be looking for things like this. So that's all I got. I just appreciate you all so much. Thank you for having me.
No, you guys did amazing. And I think what everybody is saying is like, this is the right product. This is the right time. You're with the right company. And whether it's Elite for the people who are looking for, you know, supercharged gut health and weight loss, or it's any one of our Thrive products, like this is the time. This is the time. The people, you know, they're making their health resolutions right now. So we just thank you so much, ladies, for joining me on this Zoom tonight. I hope everybody out there is pumped and ready to hit the ground running with Elite. And for anybody who's getting their products this week, if you're getting your products soon, I want to see your social posts. So get that going, you guys. All right. Thank you so much. Good night, everybody. Bye.
The Thrive Experience by Le-Vel is arguably the most successful nutritional system in the history of supplementation. Fastest company to $1 billion in sales and direct selling. Approaching $3 billion in sales. 30 patents and counting. 10 million customers worldwide. Hundreds of millions in free products shipped. Arguably more success stories and proven results with Thrive than any other system or product ever seen. No fads here, only documented results.
It was 6:35 and I'm like, what is going on?
For me, it was like an awakening. I was like, I felt alive.
I was a completely different person, living and enjoying life.
Mental clarity, like my brain was awake. Like I'm 39 years old. I don't even remember feeling this good in my 20s.
After all the success of the Thrive Experience, after all the results already seen, it's time to shift and disrupt the health and wellness industry all over again. Introducing the Thrive Elite Experience. Step 1, Elite Men's and Women's Capsules. Step 2, Elite Lifestyle Shake. Step 3, Elite DFT. Designed and formulated for maximum nutritional weight loss possibilities. Arguably the greatest nutritional system ever created. The Thrive Experience has gone elite.